Good evening, Facebook friends and YouTube followers. This is Rich again, back for your third and final video blog of the night for Saturday, December 20th, 2014, around 8:32 p.m. in Billerica, Massachusetts. It's cloudy out right now, temperature's about 30. We might get some snow showers tonight, according to 2 inches in some areas. Some news to report: the Detroit Lions have officially clinched a spot in the NFL playoffs. They did it because they didn't take the field. The Philadelphia Eagles lost to the Washington Redskins by the score of 27-24. And also, 11 years ago today was an infamous Joe Namath and Susie Colbert interview on Sunday night's football special, Saturday night on ESPN, when Joe Namath said to Susie Colbert, "I want to kiss you." Joe Namath was drunk during that game. And that's about it on that. My next subject is the third and final video blog subject of the night. It's about the classic TV series mccloud. mccloud lasted 7 seasons on NBC, and it was one of the most famous cop shows of all time. And it was part of the NBC mystery movie for many years. mccloud was created by Herman Miller. The executive producer was Glenn Larson, and mccloud's pilot movie was February 17, 1970, which was a hit, and NBC made that a regular series beginning September 16, 1970. The first year was part of the anthology series 4 in 1, which every 4 weeks there was a new a new mccloud episode, along with 3 other series. The next year it joined the mystery movie with Columbo, McMillan, and wife, and that it lasted through September 16, 1970 through April 17, 1977 on NBC. And the series starred Dennis Weaver as Marshal Sam mccloud, who was a police officer from the Tacos, New Mexico, on semi-permanent special assignment for the New York City Police Department. Originally, the producers wanted to have Fess Parker, who's famous for being Daniel Boone on Daniel Boone. Daniel Boone is a man, it's a real man. Hey, that's another subject for another day. But, they couldn't get Fess Parker, so they got veteran actor Dennis Weaver, who was Chester on Gunsmoke, to play the part. The other cast for mccloud was J.D. Cannon as Peter B. Clifford. He was the New York PD chief of detectives. Him and mccloud got into a lot of conflicts during the series. Terry Carter as Sergeant Joe Broadhurst. Ken Lynch as Sergeant Grover. He was a recurring character. Terry Garr as Sergeant Phyllis Norton. She was another recurring character on the series as well. And Diana Mola as Chris Congren as mccloud's love interest. She was a newspaper reporter. And the series is about a law officer who was mccloud from Tacos, New Mexico. He was on semi-permanent special assignment of the New York City Police Department. The theme of most of the episodes of mccloud was the conflicts between the good-natured, clear barrios of mccloud and the metropolitan custom of the resident of New York Cities. mccloud had a lot of conflicts with his fellow officers, including Clifford and others. And mccloud attire, he was not a normal police officer. He dressed like a cowboy, wearing a cowboy hat and western coat and a bolo tie and stuff. And mccloud's famous catchphrase is "There ya go." And mccloud was kind of a western / crime drama that was set in New York City. A lot of episodes were kind of western themed crimes set in New York City, and it was mccloud was actually partially filmed in New York City. Some scenes were filmed in New York City, while the other part of mccloud was filmed in the Universal backlot in Universal Studios in Hollywood, Florida. And mccloud was a big hit on NBC during its time on the air. Usually 6 to 8 new episodes of mccloud was aired each single season. They would take turns. mccloud, Columbo, and McMillan, and a couple of other short-lived mystery movies. But mccloud was a big hit for NBC, and part of the NBC mystery movie, they peaked at number 5 in, I think, 1972-73. And mccloud continued to have good storylines and stuff like that. But eventually the show was aging, and by the time 1977 rolled around, mccloud was canceled. And reruns of mccloud were seen in syndication and stuff, and it was seen in Boston on Fox 25 for many years, then WABU TV 68. And they had a reunion movie of mccloud in 1989, November 12th, 1989, the return of Sam mccloud, and the mccloud character became a U.S. Senator. And that was a good TV movie, and it got decent ratings, but it did not revive mccloud for like a series of regular movies and stuff like they did with Columbo around this time as well. It was talk in 2003 that mccloud was going to be revived as a new series on the USA Network. They were actually going to turn the mccloud character, a female character, mccloud, have like Samantha mccloud, and it was rumored to be starring actress comedian Brett Butler, but USA Network passed on that series, and I think that was a good idea. You can't revive classic television series all the time, mccloud, especially making it a female character. Wouldn't work. It probably wouldn't work. So it was a good idea that USA Network passed on that idea, because it would have been a flop in my opinion. Probably only lasted 1 year and stuff. And reruns of mccloud are seen now on Cozy TV, and in January they're going to appear on MeTV from 12:30 to 2:30. They're going to alternate between McMillan and wife, Columbo, and Banachek along with mccloud during that time period. So check it out. It's one of the best cop shows of all time. And that's about it on that, Facebook friends and YouTube followers. And I'll be back later, Facebook friends and YouTube followers, with 3 more video blogs tomorrow. The video blogs I'm going to talk about tomorrow is the top 10 greatest players in Cincinnati Reds history, and I'll talk about maybe a sports subject. In the third and final video blog of the night, I will talk about the greatest U.S. hockey born player in the NHL history, Mike Modano, and it's going to be a part of the week of I honor greatest pro athletes to come from Dallas, to spend the majority of their career in Dallas, Texas sports teams. It's going to be him and Emmett Smith and Dirk Nowitzki and Nolan Ryan. And some of the other subjects I'm going to talk about in the days and weeks ahead. I'm going to talk about some classic 1980 sitcoms like Out of This World, Small Wonder, Mr. Belvedere, and others during the coming weeks and stuff. There'll be more predictions in 2015. I think I'm going to hold off to my NFL predictions, updating them on Monday, and then maybe later on in the week I'll have one about business and another one about WWE. And soon, very soon, Julie Broughton and Heidi Pratt will be getting their own video blogs. See you later, Facebook friends and YouTube. I'll see you tomorrow.